Welcome back to another episode of the show. I'm your host, David Womack, and let's dive straight into some TV and movie news. In our first bit of news, the Walking Dead creator teases a new adaptation to a story. Talks about how Kirkman pretty much is the creator of this entire series, and he can kind of make the deviations to his bidding. All stuff happening over at AMC. I'm a huge Walking Dead fan. I've been in it every episode, every season, everything. And that's a fun TV show to watch if you got some time on your hands. In our next bit of news, Black Panther actress Carrie Bernand seriously injured in a car accident. Actress and stuntwoman Carrie Bernand, whose work includes Black Panther, Carrie Bernand, whose work as an actress and stuntwoman includes several comic book movies. Details about the accident is shared in a post on Bernand's Instagram page that was written by the mother. All the details of what just happened is still fresh and brand new. Do your research on this story because it's, pretty much building. It seems like it was a hit and run and she got injured pretty bad. Bernand's wound up with multiple broken bones and a chipped tooth, and though she's in great pain and trauma, she's grateful to be alive and appreciative of the support. She's still in so much pain and can't answer much calls at this time. Please keep carrying your thoughts and prayers. She is so much pain but healing. She was involved in a traumatic incident in NYC where a man nearly 40s was trying to escape a hit and run and ran into multiple cars before hitting a food stand that her and her friend were walking near. It ended up knocking her unconscious and pinned her under the stand, unaware of what was happening. She had a few broken bones, fractures, chipped tooth, but thanking God that she's alive. It's some insane things happening with her. She did a great acting job in Black Panther and the Avengers movies. Hopes and prayers to her family. In our next bit of news, it looks like the Mickey Mouse patent that just released on January 1st, it's already being... You got to see this. Mickey Mouse gets first horror parody film as a Steamboat Willie enters public domain. A trailer and poster have been released for Mickey Mouse Trap, the first film to parody Mickey Mouse as the character enters the public domain. Filmmakers are not wasting any time with putting a dark spin on Mickey Mouse following the character entering the public domain. As of January 1st, 2024, Mickey's very first cartoon, Steamboat Willie, became part of the public domain. While modern versions of Mickey Mouse are still protected by copyright, the classic black and white version seen in the Steamboat Willie cartoon is now available to be used by filmmakers outside of Disney umbrella. On the very day that the copyright lifted, the Steamboat Willie, it was announced that the character will be spoofed in an upcoming horror movie titled Mickey's Mouse Trap. The first trailer and poster have also been released for the film. In the movie is Alex's 21st birthday, but she's stuck at an amusement park arcade on a late shift, so her friends decide to surprise her. But a masked killer dressed as Mickey Mouse decides to play a game of his own with them, which she must survive. This movie looks recognizable because obviously Mickey Mouse is in this movie. This is going to be crazy. I may even film something using Mickey Mouse, so stay tuned for that. So in our next bit of news, I'm a huge fan of Dead by Daylight, and there's a huge update from Blumhouse. Dead by Daylight movie gets promising update from Blumhouse VP. Ryan Turek offers a hopeful update for the Dead by Daylight movie adaptation, which was announced in March of 2023. Is pretty optimistic from the Blumhouse vice president. The multiplayer horror video game was first released for Windows in 2016 and follows 4 players who must fight to survive against a vicious killer who is also controlled by a player. He had a lot to say about this particular movie, and I'm excited. I'm a huge fan of the game series. You know, I pretty much own every pack, and I don't know. I like it. It's fun, and I also think that once you get to see what the story is talking about, because he says a lot. Dead by Daylight, in some ways, a surprising choice for a Blumhouse film adaptation, as the game became more popular as later iterations evolved from including generic characters that mimicked horror movie villains to actually include the licensed version of those characters, such as Leatherface, Michael Myers. That is, Dead by Daylight pays frequent homage to horror movies. So to then make a horror film out of it turns into the form which it emulates. Now, Turek's enthusiasm about this movie gets me excited. I just remember those, escaping from, Nemesis of Resident Evil 3 and Dead by Daylight, and just winning and playing with my friends, my buddies, my brothers, my sisters, everybody playing together. And Dead by Daylight did that. It brought families together. We're slashing each other up, but it brought the family together. In our last bit of news, Arnold Schwarzenegger talks about how another disgraced actor was supposed to play Arnold Schwarzenegger's role in Terminator. Arnold Schwarzenegger explains which disgraced star was originally cast as the Terminator. The Terminator could have been very different if Arnold Schwarzenegger didn't get the role. Arnold talks about this on their Smartless podcast. The 76-year-old action movie icon shared the story of how he originally wanted to play Kyle Reese in the movie, and a very different actor was in line to play the machine from the future. The Terminator was originally released October 26, 1984. Directed by James Cameron, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, Linda Hamilton, Paul Wingfield, it was rated R. While discussing many aspects of his career, Schwarzenegger touched on a story he has touched on before of how ex-NFL star-studded Hollywood actor O.J. Simpson was originally set to be cast in the role that would make the Australian oak a megastar. Simpson would later become known for his comedic turn as Norberg in the Naked Gun films, then more famous for his fall from grace in the 1995 trial that saw him acquitted of the murder of his ex-wife Nicole and her friend Ron Goldman. So yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger talks about a lot on this podcast. So if you haven't seen it, go and check it out. I'll link it down below. Just let me know if you need me to. And I'm a huge fan of Arnold Schwarzenegger. I've been a fan of him for years, and seeing O.J. Simpson in that role would be kind of awkward, honestly. Now, that's all the TV and movie news we have for today. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button just so you won't miss out on all the TV and movie news stories. Also, hit that like button. Let the algorithm know that we're here and we're here to stay. As always, have a great day, everyone.